You've always known you were different, even if you couldn't put it into words, even when people around you didn't understand, something in you just knew. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. You weren't built for small talk, small thinking, or small living. There's a reason why the average life never sat right with you, why every time you tried to settle or shrink yourself, something inside you resisted. That resistance isn't a flaw, it's proof. Proof that you were chosen, marked by something bigger than you. God, the universe, purpose, legacy, whatever you call it, you've been set apart. And with that calling comes a path few understand, but one you were born to walk. That path includes wealth, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, creatively, generationally. But yes, financially too. You were meant to become rich, not because you want to flex, not because you crave power for the sake of ego, but because you're meant to do something with it, to shift things, to break cycles, to build things that last. The life you're creating isn't just for you, it's for the people who are watching you, depending on you, inspired by you, even if they don't say it out loud. You becoming rich is about way more than money. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are. Because when you're fully you, bold, aligned, focused, abundance is the natural result. It finds you. It flows to you. You don't have to force it. You just have to stop running from who you really are. You see, being chosen doesn't mean your life is easy. It actually guarantees that your journey will be different, more intense, and often misunderstood. You've had to carry things people never saw. You've battled fears in silence. You've walked through seasons where nothing made sense, where it felt like you were being stripped of everything. But even then, something in you stayed alive. That light never fully went out. That's how you know. That's the mark of a chosen one. You bend, but you don't break. You fall, but you rise again. You lose, but somehow you always find your way back. Why? Because there's a blueprint in your spirit. And even when you forget it, life keeps pulling you back to it. That dream you can't shake. That vision that won't leave you alone. That tug on your heart that says, there's more. And you're right. There is more. More joy. More freedom. More money. More influence. More peace. But the key to unlocking it? It's you. It's your decision to stop playing small. It's your commitment to stop pretending you don't care. It's time to stop hiding your light to make other people comfortable. You've got too much wisdom, too much experience, too much power in your voice to keep living beneath your potential. And if you're honest with yourself, you're tired of pretending you're okay with just enough. You're not. You never were. Because you weren't born for scraps. You were born for overflow. You becoming rich doesn't take away from anyone else. It gives permission. It shows people what's possible when you own your truth and walk in it fully. You weren't meant to work until you die, begging for weekends, hoping for miracles while ignoring your own gifts. You were meant to create, to build, to lead, to thrive, and yes, to earn. Because the mission on your life requires resources. You can't change the world when you're drowning in survival mode. You can't build a legacy while stressing about bills. That calling you feel? It needs space. It needs time. It needs freedom. And money creates those things. That's why becoming rich isn't selfish. It's sacred. It's part of your divine assignment. And the more you align with who you really are, the more things begin to shift. You stop chasing. You stop forcing. You stop trying to convince people to believe in you. You just become. And in that becoming, the energy changes. People notice. Opportunities find you. Rooms open. Wealth begins to move in your direction. Not because of luck, but because of alignment. You're no longer trying to survive. You're starting to create from overflow. That's what happens when a chosen one fully wakes up. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about perfection. You will still have doubts. You'll still face fear. But the difference is, You'll no longer let fear be the driver. You'll feel the fear and move anyway. You'll doubt yourself and still show up. That's power. That's what separates the chosen from the comfortable. You've already come through too much to go back to small thinking. You've already survived the struggle. Now it's time to step into your season of abundance. So let this be your reminder. You becoming rich is part of the plan. Not for the sake of status, but for the sake of freedom. So you can rest when you need to. So you can give without fear. So you can build without limitation. So you can say yes to things that light your soul on fire and no to anything that doesn't align. That's the kind of life you were made for. And it's not just possible, it's waiting for you to claim it. No more shrinking, no more apologizing for your ambition, no more pretending you're okay with less. You were never meant to be average, and you feel it. That hunger, that restlessness, that drive, that's the call. And you don't need anyone else to co-sign your purpose. You don't need everyone to get it. You just need to believe it. To move like it's already yours. To walk like you're worthy of it. Because you are. You always have been. You are chosen. You are called. You are powerful beyond what you can even see right now. And yes, you are meant to become rich. Not by accident, not by luck, but by intention, alignment, and divine favor. You are the one who will shift everything, the one who breaks the pattern, the one who shows that it's possible. You becoming rich is just the beginning. Because once you do, it won't stop with you. That's the power of a chosen one. You don't just rise, you bring others with you. So go claim what's already yours. Stop waiting for the right moment. You are the right moment. Step fully into your season. Let the world adjust to your power. Build the vision. Walk in purpose. Trust the process. And remember, chosen ones aren't just meant to survive. You are meant to become rich.